अविद्यापचया संखारा संखारपचया विज्ञानं विज्ञानपचया नामरूपम् नामरूपपचया सलयतनं सलयतनपचया पञ्चो पस्य पञ्चया वेदना वेदनापचया तन्हा तन्हापचया उपादानम् उपादानपचया भवो भवपचया जाति जातिपचया जरा मरणम् शोकपरिदेव दुःखदोमनसुपायासा सम्भवन्ति एवमेतस्य केवलस्य दुःखकन्दस्य समुदयो होति अविद्यायत्वेव अशेष विराग निरोधा संखार निरोधो संखार निरोधा विज्ञान निरोधो विज्ञान निरोधा नाम रूप निरोधो नाम रूप निरोधा सलयतन निरोधो सलयतन निरोधा पस्य निरोधो पस्य निरोधा वेदना निरोधो वेदना निरोधा तन्हा निरोधो तन्हा निरोधा उपादान निरोधो उपादान निरोधा भव निरोधो भव निरोधा जाति निरोधो जाति निरोधा जरा मरणं शोक परिदेव दुःख दोमनसुपायासा निरुध्यन्ति एवमेतस्य केवलस्य दुःखकन्दस्य निरोधो होति अनेक जाति संसारं संहाविसं अनिम्बिसं गहकारकं गवेसन्तो दुःखा जाति पुनः पुनः गहकारक दितोऽसि पुनगेहं न काहसि सबाते पासुखा भंगा gahakutam vinankidam visankhara ghatam cittam tanharam kaya majgati. Dependent on ignorance arises formations. Dependent on formations arises consciousness. Dependent on consciousness arises mentality, materiality. Dependent on mentality, materiality arise the six sense bases. Dependent on the six sense bases arises contact. Dependent on contact arises feeling. Dependent on feeling arises craving. Dependent on craving arises clinging. Dependent on clinging arises the arranging of karma. Dependent on the arranging of karma arises birth. Dependent on birth arises aging, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair. Thus, there is the arising of this whole mass of suffering. Through the entire cessation of ignorance, formation ceases. Through the cessation of formations, consciousness ceases. Through the cessation of consciousness, mentality, materiality ceases. Through the cessation of mentality, materiality, the six sense base ceases. Through the cessation of six sense bases, contact ceases. Through the cessation of contact, feeling ceases. Through the cessation of feeling, craving ceases. Through the cessation of craving, clinging ceases. Through the cessation of clinging, the arranging of karma ceases. Through the cessation of the arranging of karma, birth ceases. Through the cessation of birth, aging, death, sorrow, lamentation, pain, grief, and despair ceases. Thus, there is the cessation of this whole mass of suffering. Through many a birth, I wandered in samsara, seeking but not finding the builder of this house called suffering. Suffering indeed is to be born again and again. O house builder, you are now seen. You can build no house again. I broke all the ruptures. I smashed the ridge pole of the house. My mind has attained the unconditioned. Achieved is the end of craving.